Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the management, principal, staff, and student of CNM School, we warmly welcome all to this online platform. We are proud to have with us today Mr. Pratik Gandhi, an Indian theatre and film actor who primarily worked in Gujarati theatre and cinema. He is widely recognized for playing Harshad Mehta in 2020 Sony Live hit series Scam 1992. He acted in Gujarati film Veyar 2016, which became commercially and critically successful. He was included in the Limca Book of Record with his play Mohanno Masalo, a monologue performed in 3 languages, English, Hindi and Gujarati on the same day. He played a lead role in film Wrong Side Raju in 2016, which also became commercially and critically successful. The film went on to win the National Award for the Best Gujarati Film. Sir, we are so happy that you are with us today. Now, over to our respected principal, Mrs. Kavita Sanghvi, for the rest of the program.
It's a pleasure, sir, having you here. And I never knew that when we had you as a chief guest in the Gujarati Divas just in the month of September, we would have you so soon again. So thank you for being part of our school. Now, sir, I just want to ask you as to when did you realize you actually wish to be an actor?
So I thank you very much. First of all, thank you very much for having me here. It is always a pleasure to interact with school students and college students. So because I also relive my school days whenever I talk to students. So thank you very much for having me here. Now coming back to your answer, so I don't know any one particular incident or moment where I decided to be an actor, because I had been introduced to theater at a very early age. I was in third standard or fourth standard where I first stepped on the stage and performed something in front of the whole school. And I guess school is the only place that I give all the credit to whatever I am today, whatever I could do, because my school gave me a very, very interesting and a friendly atmosphere where I could, practice my craft. I could explore myself. All those competitions in the school and everything that made me what I am today.
Thank you so much, and thank you for really thinking of your school in such high regards, sir. We really require people like that. So, sir, you started a journey in Surat, and I've really studied about the entire journey. Going from Surat, coming to Mumbai, going from Pala East, coming to where you are right now, how has your journey shaped up?
Oh, it's a very, very interesting journey, very enlightening for me. And the entire journey was full of, full of education that way, I would say, because each and every step, each and everything that I did taught me a lot of things about life, about just being there and, see the dream, try to fulfill your dream, just try and achieve it at any cost, go that extra mile. So I came from Surat to Bombay in 2004 with an engineering degree in hand and some experience of theater that I had in Surat. And in Bombay, I started working in both these fields simultaneously. And that's how I started my journey, because theater, the kind of theater that I constantly did, it is called experimental theater. So there is no money involved in it, but there are a lot of experiments. It's a hardcore theater where an actor can practice his craft and groom himself as a better actor. But to survive in the city like Bombay, to pay your rents, you get your food bills and everything, you have to have a steady income from somewhere so that I can experiment here on stage. That's when my engineering degree also helped me. So I had worked in corporate life for almost 12 years, 14 years. And after my second film, Wrong Side Raju, got released, I quit my corporate career and I became a full-time actor.
So I really studied about it, that in the morning you would wake up, do some drama, go back to work, again in the evening, go back and do the drama and reach home at 12 o'clock. So the entire journey speaks about a lot of hard work. So where did you get this energy for this hard work?
I think the whatever energy that I had, whatever drive that I had, everything was fueled by the passion that I want to do this. And once you decide that you want to do this, you don't even get tired. You don't get
Exactly.
disheartened. There's a constant flow of positivity from within that drives you. So I
Hmm.
used to wake up early at 5:30, then go to my rehearsals. So 2 hours of
Yes.
rehearsals, and then I would start from Borivali to go to my office, which was at Vashi.
Hmm.
So that entire journey of 1.5 quarter to 2 hours. So whenever I used to get a new play, I stopped using my car and I used to go by train or buses so that I can read my scripts on the way when I reach the rehearsal, because that's the only way that I thought will help me. So I don't know, when people say that you've struggled or you've done a lot of hard work, I don't see it
Hmm.
that way. I just see that I just had, that was the only option that I had, nothing else.
So I think when I read about it, I would like to tell my students also, passion is the key to success. That's what Sir is talking about. And
Right,
you're an
right.
engineer by profession, and I've heard that you did a lot of technologically very good work in your office also. How did engineering support you as a growth as an actor?
So I think, see, I don't see engineering as just one of the degrees.
Hmm.
I personally feel that engineering is a way of life. It's the way you think. It
Okay.
gives you a different perspective towards everything that you see around you, around and about the life also. So I don't know. Somehow I have a very philosophical, understanding of engineering
Okay.
as a thought process itself, and I
Hmm.
love that part of it. It was not a forced thing that I did engineering and I worked on it. It was always out of passion. I'm still equally passionate about engineering and the subjects that I worked in. I'm an industrial engineer. So yeah, it gave me a very interesting insight towards life, towards things that I see around me. So I keep saying that the way I approach the script or the character, or the way I approach this entire work life of an actor also,
Hmm.
a lot of it is being directed by or helped by my engineering background. That's how it is.
Wonderful. So the two
And
passions.
it's vice versa also. Being an actor also helped me in my corporate career.
So the two passions that you have engineering and you have your acting. Is there any other passion that you have apart from that?
Oh, I have a lot of passions. I get passionate about a lot of things at a time. So there are martial arts is one of the things. So I mean,
Wow.
working out and yeah, so mixed martial arts or different form of workouts and all. I love doing that. I love exploring that. Apart from that, any outdoor game that I get passionate about. I want to play that. I want to learn it. Uh, then there are a lot of innovations, which I like to be a part of innovations, be it engineering innovations, be it there are a lot of startup ideas that people are working around. So I keep, talking about it. I keep working with them remotely or however that in my capacity I can help them. Then theater is always a very, very dear passion to me. It's like my life there. Then, yes, a lot of things, I mean, I get
But
involved
sir,
in
I
almost
heard that
everything that
once you even danced a lot and you made the children dance. Is dancing also one of your passion?
Oh yes, oh yes. I mean, I used to dance a lot because initial days of Bombay, to survive here and to earn some good quick money, I started doing comparing in on those parties, those kids' birthday parties or corporate parties or all those marriage functions or whatever. Because I used to be a compare, and I had done a lot of comparing shows where I used to dance a lot, make them dance, make them play games.
Wonderful, sir. So now you gave solo performance in Mohan Na Masalo, and that too in three languages: Gujarati, Hindi, and English. Obviously, you're an expert
Right.
in three of them. So how challenging was it to switch over between three languages? One among another.
See, earlier, the way we are taught also in our school times and all, that different languages have different grammar.
Hmm.
Now, this grammar is not only the spoken grammar or written grammar as a part of language, but each language will have a different grammar of performance also, is what I've learned during that.
Okay.
That one line that you deliver in Gujarati will land up differently. And the same line, if you actually adapt in correct English and deliver it, it will have a different impact.
Yes.
The length of the line will be different. Your breathing has to be changed. The way you put up a joke should be different. So all these things that I've studied while I was rehearsing for this play in three languages, And when I had to perform the same play in 3 languages in one day, it was a very interesting challenge as an actor. So I had done a lot of practice. I guess we rehearsed for almost 25, 35 days.
My God. So there's so much rehearsals which go behind any character. Is that what you're sharing with us? It's a lot of
Oh yes, oh yes.
so.
Yeah, because
So
that
wonderful.
effortlessness that you see on stage or on screen,
Yes.
that you suddenly you should, as an audience, when you see that this person is not himself, but he's a character. He's transformed himself in a character.
Hmm.
So there are a lot of efforts which required to be put in to come to that effortlessness.
So you just said that your favorite line in that scam, that entire series, was "failure ke baad success" hai something. So, sir, do you really
Yes.
like that line a lot?
Oh yes. So in fact, I actually believe the line there in the series is success kya hai? Failure ke baad karna hai chapter. And that's how it is, I guess. That's life. That's what we all go through. And I personally believe fail early, fail fast.
Wow, that's so wonderful. And even for the Scam 1992, I'm telling you that I think every student of mine has watched it and they have really, really enjoyed it. In fact, my head girl right now is going to come out here and she wants to have 2 questions to ask you from the children's point of view. What is it that they have learned from the series? And for us, actually, us adults, we
Sure.
would say that it has been a wonderful, wonderful journey. Seeing your entire journey from theater till here, because we being Gujarati, we've also watched Bayard. So thank you so much. And I would like to have Mitanshi come in, a head girl, to ask her 2 questions that she wishes to say from the student's point of view.
Sure.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah, sir. So before I ask my question, I'd just like to tell you that I have seen a few clippings of Harshad Mehta Scam of 1992, and I have enjoyed it like a lot. Like usually my
Thank
father
you.
would not encourage me watching something, but this is something he told me that you should watch this. So it thing. And so my first question to you is that you shifted from engineering to acting. So how would you advise students to always follow their passion?
See, I would put it in different words that I never shifted myself from engineering to acting. Acting and engineering always were two things that happened to me constantly and continuously. I would still call myself an engineer and actor because I am still doing something somewhere related to engineering. It's sheer out of passion. There is no compulsion. Because the moment you learn or do anything out of compulsion, it doesn't stay with you for a longer time, or you can't even focus. So I think anybody, any passion, anything that you want to do, anything that you want to achieve, you want to try, just do that. Because once you do that, you will come to know how far, your heart lies there or not. So I guess don't be afraid of the failure, because that's an intrinsic part of anything that you do.
Okay, thank you, sir. And another question which a lot of students would have is that, for instance, in the career of acting, in the start when you give auditions, you get rejected some places, you get accepted somewhere. So how would you tell us to cope up with failure and always move forward?
See, as I just said, that failure is actually the first step towards the success. Because I always, I'm sure you all must have heard about Thomas Alva Edison, the scientist who actually invented bulbs. And I loved his story. He failed for 999 times before he invented that bulb. And people actually told him that, are you mad? Why are you, spoiling your whole life behind something which is not going to be there? And he actually said that I have not failed 999 times. I have just discovered so many ways with which you cannot create the bulb. So now I'm very close to my invention. Now this is just an attitude; it's nothing else. So I mean, you people get disheartened, people get bitter, people get frustrated about any failure that comes their way. But I think that becoming bitter or irritated or disheartened actually will drain your energy. So just focus on your dream and keep working towards it is the only option that we have, because that's the only thing that is in your hand.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful insights. So I'd now like to present you with the vote of thanks. We have come to the end of the program, and I would first and foremost like to thank Mr. Prateek Gandhi for his wonderful insights. Thank you, sir, for being here today. And we would thank our respected principal, Mrs. Kavita Sangvi, and the entire staff and management of CNM School. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mitanshi. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming over, Mr. Pratik Gandhi. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dimple ji. Thank you very much. I love this conversation, and thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.